All right. Well, this is Public Advocate Letitia James, and I've heard so much about her. One of my friends, close friend Sharani, does a lot of close work with you.
Yes.
And we supported you with all your endeavors. I've started a mentoring program called Leaders of Tomorrow. Me and my pastor, Bishop Jameson.
Sure.
Yes. And this mentoring program is to facilitate an avenue for our youth. I sat down with Eric Adams. We sat down for a long time yesterday. He's a good friend of mine, and he supported me with this event. We need all of the elected officials to support our mentoring movement because our kids are dying. And I'm coming before you today to ask for your support. And just ask you a question or two. How do you feel about our youth today, as far as how them not having an identity? You know, because I know you grew up in this community, and I know your heart has to cry out. No matter about the status, sometimes you have to put that aside because my soul cries out for our youth, and I know it's likewise for yourself. How do you feel about our youth and the state of mind that they're in?
So, let me just say that our young generation, particularly young black boys, we need more positive young black male role models such as yourself. And they really have to understand and believe in the future and believe that the power is in their hands. And they've got to recognize that the greatness that lies within their DNA and who they are and where they come from. And they've got to recognize that if they come together as one, as we come together as one, we can overcome all obstacles. Listen, I'm an example. Everyone was against me during this election. Everyone. But we rocked the entire political establishment in the city of New York. Why? Because we organized and we came together. And we can do that to improve the lives of young black males. And let them know, and let the power structure know that one, NYPD cannot disrespect black and Latino men. We've got to put an end and reform, stop, and frisk. We need to find more jobs here in Central Brooklyn. We need more economic development, and we need schools that work. And we need to respect black men as they are and not see them as the boogeyman. And when we do that, we will overcome a lot. Listen, I believe in transformative politics, and this election was transformative. We made a sharp left, and we need to make sure that we continue on that progressive agenda and a progressive agenda for change, recognizing again that black men, particularly young black youth, really are hurting and they're struggling. And so we've got to provide them mentorship, we've got to provide them jobs, we've got to provide them options, particularly those who come from families that are struggling to make ends meet, particularly women who are working 2 and 3 jobs who unfortunately can't supervise their children sometimes. And so we've got to become a family. We've got to embrace them and love them and let them know that they come from greatness and they too can make it. I stand before you as a lawyer, as a city council member, now as a public advocate, but someone who was once on welfare. Someone who, had 8 sisters and brothers. Some made it and some didn't, and some didn't. And I know it's particularly hard for young black males. I know that. And that's why I love them, I embrace them. I kindly pick up their pants, give them a belt, and let them know it's all right. And I too challenge them on the dance floor, just as I just challenged you and just beat you.
Right. Well, you see, Letitia James, man, she's a sister. You can see this is not a propaganda. This is real talk, and real talk is real understanding. And these are people. This is a person that I would love to work with, because God is my foundation, and you don't have to have a religious stature to be a part of this movement. All you have to do is want to be a part of the movement and want to create an identity for yourself, because it's unacceptable having a game called Knockout.
That's right.
It's unacceptable to be on the corner selling drugs. It's unacceptable to look and want to be in a fast lane by doing criminal activity. So what we want to do is create an application so that these young kids can apply. Like, for example, I never knew about Wall Street. I never knew about Wall Street when I was young. All I knew about was basketball and music. Okay, so I've been in the financial industry for a while, and I want to bring Wall Street to the community. I want to bring real estate to the community, and I want to be able to showcase what our youth can do. Because if they understand how to build, they're going to be able to build. If they understand credit, they're going to be able to buy property.
That's right.
So I'm asking you for your help today. And I'm asking for us to be your mentoring program that you look over.
So I challenge you. There's organization in Manhattan. It's called the Tech Meetup. And the Tech Meetup brings in thousands of people into a space in Manhattan. And all of these technology kids, who are primarily white, they think of the next Google.
Right.
We need to bring the Tech Meetup to Central Brooklyn, because the next Google innovator, creator can be right here in Central Brooklyn. And that's what we need to do, because all of these young people who know about Google and Instagram and Facebook and all of that, they too need to take advantage of that innovation and creativity. And we need to create more engineers and scientists and understand that really, we're geniuses as well, and we can create corporations and major corporations and marry them with Wall Street where the finance is. So I'm committed to doing it. I'm committed to working with you as the next public advocate. This is my ministry.
Yes.
And this is, the God in me loves the God in you.
Yes.
And
Amen.
together we're going to make a difference. God bless you and thank you. Peace.
All right. We want to congratulate her for being a strong black woman. And even when the naysayers said no, she believed and trusted in her identity that God has given her to be the strong black woman that she is. I salute you. I honor you today, because a lot of our black men don't honor our black women. And I want to bow down before her today as a black woman and as a leader. And we will be praying for you. You have our full support, and this is loyal talk. This is not propaganda talk. We're here with you, and we thank you for setting an example for our young black women, because you are a patriarch of what our black young women should look up to. Okay, you are the epitome of a black woman, and I stand on those words. Because I know what you went through. I know what you went through, and if you didn't go through the process that you had to go through as a young child, you would have been able to be who you are today.
That's right.
So I thank you for being obedient and loving. And we want to salute her today for being a public advocate, and we want to thank God for her life.